What a beautiful dog. Good, come here. All right, man. This dog is good, man. But this is the thing. He definitely look. So he's a verse from me, okay? So this is. I'm just gonna keep it real, yeah. This could be a problem. This could end up when you're gonna have a dog where you won't be able to walk, who'll be dangerous when people come over. I'm telling you the truth. He's a Presa. Well, I wouldn't worry. Oh, I held him. Good.
Ho, ho, ho.
I'm ErwinValderramos, I'm the dog trainer. How you doing? Virtual handshake, virtual handshake. All right. Awesome. You guys are ready for Christmas, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so when I pulled up, man, I thought I heard barking. I'm not good at knowing where sounds are coming from. Was it possible that your boy barked?
Yeah, I heard that.
No. The dog barked?
I believe so.
Oh my God, he's thick. I thought I heard some barking, so I'm like, man.
My bulldog.
Oh, you have a bulldog as well. Okay, fantastic. All right, may I come in? Good, you good? All right. So I'm the first stranger he's really met. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, man, he's thick. So you see how is he barking at me a little bit, roughing?
He did a little.
Let's kind of see what he's doing now. Let me ask you something, man. He's an awesome dog, dude. You got blessed. He's beautiful. I haven't seen one marked like that in a long time. Now, really quickly, has he come out here at all in the yard?
I walk him every now and then. And
Off the leash?
No.
No? Okay. So you don't know if he'll run off or not?
No, I don't.
But it doesn't seem like he will, because it doesn't seem like he wants to run away. It seems like he's just curious to see what I'm doing over here, or who I am. Man, he's beautiful. He did a great job getting his ears cropped. Good.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This is why I wanted to come out here, buddy.
Okay.
There's some aversion. So, and he's gonna be a big dog. I was about to say cuss word. He's gonna be a big dog, man. Look at those paws.
No,
he's like a monster. Oh, he's like a monster. Did you meet his mom and dad?
Yes.
Okay, you met them? Okay. How were they temperament-wise?
I guess since I picked them up in San Antonio, and I guess they've never seen me, so they were a little.
They were a little hot with you? Okay. So see, those are things that are important to know, yes? Now that doesn't mean if his parents are a little hot that he's going to be hot, but because he's a Presa and he's going to be massive, and you're the one that mentioned like Kylo and different things like this,
yeah.
You got to be careful, because if you don't handle him properly, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna end up with a dog that's gonna be a lot. I mean, potentially dangerous to listen. You have children.
Yeah.
So this dog's gonna be around 10 years. So 5 years from now, your kids are 5 years older. Friends are coming over and stuff.
Yeah,
COVID is gone. We gotta be careful. Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. May I come in, please?
Yes.
All right, very good. Excuse me. Very good.
Oh,
No worries. Oh my God, what a beautiful dog, man. I got goosebumps, bud. Look at this. But oh my God.
Bronson.
Oh my God! Hey, how you doing, ErwinValderramos? Listen, man, this is why I like these type of dogs. Yeah, even though they're exotic, there's not that many of them.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like I'm standing in the presence of a celebrity. It's crazy. Look at my good. Hi, Bubba. So it's a good sign that he's so bold. So when I came, when he's standing out there, he huffed a little bit. He's looking at me. He's sizing me up.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that he's not running from me or being shy. Now I'm going to explain something to you, okay? Now, good sit. Dude, this is a charming dog.
Thank you.
All right, good sit. What a beautiful dog.
You want me my bulldog?
I will here shortly.
Okay.
Hold on, if that bulldog is half as nice as this, I'm gonna lose it, dude. All right, I'm gonna lose it. This is you guys got blessed, and what a nice color. My very first pit bull that I had that same kind of marking back there, so I like it. And you have children, and he seems to be good with kids. So listen, upon coming inside your house, then my perspective is somewhat changing, because he seems less averse with me, yes?
Yeah.
So let me explain something that's very critical to you, okay? This is so important. But a lot of times people get a dog like this and it ends up being aggressive despite everything that they've tried. And it's not a lack of socialization, it's not any of that, buddy. A lot of times it's genetics. But we can also, just like with your kids, if you have a kid, let's say you have a child who doesn't like to go to school, doesn't like to do his homework. Well, I was kind of like that kid, yeah? Don't like to do man, right? Don't want to do his homework. That doesn't mean that he can't be helped and encouraged to do his homework.
Okay.
Same thing with the dog, okay? So even if we have a dog who maybe doesn't like strangers that much, if you socialize them, it can help. But if you socialize them and you do it improperly, you're gonna mess it up. So this is what I'm gonna talk to you about socializing that little dog. Man, he's like a shark. He's awesome. Dude, the way he has his tail up in the air, he's very confident, okay?
Well, when I first got him here and I put him back there with my,
yes, sir.
with my bulldog,
okay.
he was just standing there. He just never backed up.
Are you serious?
I got him at 8 weeks.
Okay, you've had him a little while.
Yeah.
You guys are doing a good job because other than the cooking, it does not smell like at all like dog pee or poop.
Thank you.
So what does that mean? How's he doing housebreaking wise then?
Remember how I texted
yes,
you earlier
sir.
that he never, ever since then, he's just been in his kennel, never did the restroom or anything like that. Today I'm getting home, they're cleaning up his kennel. I'm like,
okay, all right.
Like,
something he knew the dog trainer was coming, yeah. Maybe. All right, guys. So really quickly, so let me address really fast the initial greeting, okay? So listen, whenever you take him, like right now, everything that is happening, all the exchange and interaction that is happening, it's good. There's no problem with it, okay? And it's a good sign that he's no longer paying. Good. Good, come here. Good, come here, Papa. Okay, so let me explain. So you see, so look, that's like a play. Now, cute dog, dude. That's like a play bout, okay? Good sit. Now, the very first thing that I'm going to do is every time, and I'm going to interrupt my speech, every time I see the dog do something that we are going to want to, or you guys are going to want to teach him and associate a command to in the future, you need to start applying what I call the good word theory, okay? So if you've noticed, every time he's walked up to me, if I'm talking to you, I'll start looking at him, make eye contact, and I'll start chanting the word good. Good, yes? If he comes up to me, I'm not going to reach out and pet him. I'm going to kind of like start leaning towards him, towering over him a little bit to encourage him and making eye contact to encourage him to lift his head up and put his butt on the ground. If and when...
Do you mind if I get my other, that way he can hear everything?
Please, yeah, please, yes. And can we turn this down a little bit too? That way I'll catch around and catch a copyright strike. I'm going to go over this too. Good, come here. Good, yeah. Good. He's very brave. So if I'm gonna tell you the truth, I know he's a little bit nervous about me, okay? But he's brave. Hey, buddy, how you doing, man? You got some. Hold on, man. You got some amazing hair. Yeah, do you mind showing him the potential? Look at that. Oh, beautiful, dude. You got it going on here, man. Beautiful dog, beautiful family. Wait till I see that beautiful bulldog. I'm gonna flip out, yeah. All right, man. This dog is good, man, but this is the thing. He definitely look. So he's a verse from me, okay? So this is. I'm just gonna keep it real, yeah. This could be a problem. This could end up when you're gonna have a dog where you won't be able to walk, who'll be dangerous when people come over. I'm telling you the truth. He's a Presa, and I have a lot of experience with Presa. I've owned 2 of them in the past, and in fact, I breed Corsos now. The reason I didn't get into Presas is because on top of the fact that a lot of them will naturally kind of be a little hot with people, you also have the added thing of them being hot with other dogs. Because Presa Canarios, they're basically the pit dog of Spain, right? Like the pit bull of Spain, yeah? They're just massive. I'm going to show you guys how to fix all of this stuff too. Okay. He's cute, man. And listen, you guys keep a tidy house, so there's not a whole lot for him to get into, all right? But the most important thing that I want to address with you all is his temperament, okay? Because he's going to be big, man. Yeah. And no offense, you look strong and everything, but you may not be able to handle him if he wants to go at it. I wouldn't be able to handle him if he wants to go. He's going to be big. His mom and dad were big, yeah? Oh my God. Okay, so this is what we want to do. Yes, I don't know necessarily that you're going to need to do guard dog training with him. I think you're going to need more to keep him calm, calmado, okay? So this is the thing. So right now, listen, this is the thing, yes? So it's a double-edged sword. It's a blessing that he's not nervous. So I can tell that he's a little bit like wary of me, a little apprehensive about me, but he still approaches me. That's an awesome thing, dude. Okay. So if I was looking at a puppy, he has the traits that I would pick out of a puppy, but I'd be doing guard dog work with that puppy, and I want a bold puppy. Yeah. Most families, I would recommend getting a dog that's maybe not as bold, not going off into the corner and hiding, but just kind of like ignoring you, not running off, meaning nonplussed by your presence. I got you. So this one is aware of your presence and is bold. I mean, he like approaches me, walking, stares me right in the eye, awesome, all good stuff, yes. So he's right over there. You guys have his water. So let me explain this first theory, yes? Whenever we look at him, whenever we talk to him, whenever we address him, we are encouraging, reinforcing, right? Any behavior, thought, idea that is going on in his head. So if he looks at you and he's thinking, and you have a sandwich in your hands and you're taking a bite, and he's thinking about jumping at you, and you look at him, you just encouraged him to jump at you.
Oh, okay.
All right? So whenever we look at him, you're creating, you're encouraging, you're promoting. Just like with children, okay? It's dark outside, but let's say you take them to the park and they're all swinging. His hair's flowing beautifully, right? Everything's going good. You can't help but stop. Your eyes are fixated on him because of his hair. The other boys are like, Mom, look at me. Mom, look at me, right? And if you don't look at them, they're like, why weren't you watching me? You're looking at him. It's just more fun when you're looking at them.
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean? Same thing with a dog. Good sit. He likes you. Same thing with a dog, okay? So every time you look at him, so right now that he sat down and we all looked at him, he was rewarded for sitting. Moreover, he was rewarded for sitting in between your legs, which I like that. So we need to build a vocabulary. Remember what I just said. Whenever you look at him, you're encouraging and you're promoting. So from right now on, it would be a mistake to issue and give this dog commands. I wouldn't do it. A lot of other trainers will say that I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. What I would do is start with the good word theory. Very simple. If every time you look at him, if he wags his tail, say the word good at him. If he starts walking towards you, nod your head and start chanting the word good. Good, 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 good. The whole time he's making trek towards you, I would be chanting and praising. The moment he stops coming towards you, stop chanting and ignore him. Okay? Very important. So this is going to teach him the fundamentals, the foundation of coming when you call him. Not by calling him and telling him to come to you. If he was my puppy, I would not call him to me yet. I would good, 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 good. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Good, come here. Now, if I like the fact, good sit. If I like the fact, so right there, he's being protective of dad. Dude, listen. So in his brain, he thinks dad may not be able to handle this person that he invited into my house. I'm being a little irrational. You understand what I mean? Yeah. So right now, dad, okay? If he looks at me, and look, so he's looking at me and he's sizing me up, dude. He's willing to dance with me right now. He's willing to protect all of you right now. That's awesome. Brave, all right? Bravo, we're brave. Now, this is the thing, though. If every time he looks at me and he's staring me down and you think he's thinking that he has to protect me, if you start saying the word good or pet him or even touch him and tell him, calm down, está bien, calm down, you're rewarding it. Okay. Every time you touch him, you're rewarding. So may I tell you, Dad, listen, let's keep it real, okay? If you and I got into it right now, you're probably going to win, all right? Let's just keep it real, all right? So there's no reason for this dog to want to protect you right now. So may I tell you, if I get emphatic, if I get loud, if I get boisterous, and he starts to growl or do whatever and he's sitting in front of you, do you know what the right thing to do is? You need to shove him towards me. Shove him. Because that teaches him, hey, man, you're being irrational. Okay. Man, okay, so if right now, if I went over right there because I can't stop looking at his hair, and he gave me the bird, is that appropriate? Oh, good answer, right? That's the same thing that's happening here. If I look down at him and he looks down at me and he starts looking at me like he's angry, he's basically throwing up gang signals. Yeah. You see what I mean? Yeah. He's mad dogging me. I don't know if kids use that term anymore. Growing up, I was like, hey, what are you mad dogging me? You know that term, right? You know what I mean? But you know what I'm talking about, right? Mad dogging. Yeah, you know, I don't even know if kids use that anymore, yeah? What do they call it, keeping it extra now or something? I don't know what it is. Yeah, man, like, and then, you know, like where I grew up too, I grew up in the hood, you know, you stare at them long enough, next thing you know, you're seeing a gang sign come up. You know what I mean? And then bullets coming out. So that's what's happening when we're here. He's waging potentially a turf war with me. And it's inappropriate. Now, may I tell you? If I'm in here and I'm trying to sell you something, and I'm not trying to sell you anything, if I'm in here trying to sell you a vacuum cleaner, and y'all have had it, y'all are ready to have dinner, and you're ready for me to leave, and you start asking me to leave, and I start saying, well, no, hold on, let me show you a few more things. You're like, hey, no, but I'm ready for you to leave. And then this dog looks at him and sizes him up. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. That's when you look at him, and that's when you tell him, good look, good listen, and you encourage it. Time and place, do you understand what I mean? So this is a good thing. I just need you guys to understand when and where and how to handle him. Yeah, man, all right. And look, watch how I'm going to handle this. Look, because he got up, look, I'm just going to bump into him. Excuse me. Oh, look, I'm bumping everything else too. Clumsy. But that's how you need to handle it. Really fast. So you see how when he put his paws up there, I didn't say the word no. I didn't start yelling at him.
Because you don't want to encourage it.
I don't want to encourage it. And right now the word no is probably not going to mean anything but good.
Okay.
So I just walked over there and I bumped into him. So this is so important that you handle him this way. Because this is going to make him respect you. Respect you. If when he put his paws up there, if I start saying, Bronson, get down from there. No, don't do that. All he's hearing is reward. Moreover, it just sounds as if I'm barking.
I feel like he understands the word no.
He may, but stop using it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
because it's just not appropriate now.
Okay.
So right there, you notice I didn't say the word no. I just bumped into him. If he comes and puts his paws over here, I'm going to bump into him.
Okay.
If when you're cooking, he goes and tries to put his paws up, I'm going to bump into
Good
him.
sit. Good sit.
Good job. Good sit. So remember, back to the trick question. If a thunderstorm breaks out right now and he starts to shiver, what is the right thing to do?
Comfort him?
No, ma'am. Okay. No, ma'am. Or no. If you try to comfort him, if you reach there, you yes, sir. If he's shivering and you look at him and you're like, Bronson, what's wrong? Come here, baby. It's just a thunderstorm, and you're petting him and coddling him. You're rewarding it. You're encouraging it. All he's hearing in his head is, Mommy's scared too. There's a thunderstorm. And unless there's something for you to be afraid of, him being afraid, nervous, is irrational. No different than with children, right? There's nothing to be afraid of right now. In fact, we should be rejoicing because the dog is getting an education. If the dog starts to drink water, good water, when you take him outside, we're young enough right now where if he goes outside and starts to potty, if he does number one, say, good potty, or whatever word you want to use. Good, 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 come here. If he starts to poop, I would use a different word.
Okay.
That way, because listen, if every time he poops, you say good poop, right? For example, good poop, good poop, good poop. It's only a matter of time before, like in a few months from now, 3 or 4 months from now, when you take him outside and you're going to go someplace, you can say, Bronson, poop, and he'll drop a poop for you. If you give a dog, let's just use 3 to make it simple. Yes, normally I like to use 5, but let's say you have 3 items for a dog: a ball, a stuffed bunny, and a stuffed bear. If every time he walks up to that bunny, you look at him and you say, good bunny, good bunny. It's only a matter of time before you can look at him. Maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, when you can look at him and say, where's your bunny? And guess what he's going to go do? He's going to go find that bunny. Then you can stimulate him. You can go hide the bunny on purpose. Let's make the next connection. Let's make the next connection. We're all adults, both of us. The children seem smart. Everybody here seems as if you value education. So listen to what I just said. Every time he walks up to the bunny, you say, good bunny, good bunny. What is your child's name there, please?
Oliver.
If every time, Oliver, what a good name. And you guys are good at picking out names. Good stuff. Everybody's got a nice name. All right? I'm afraid to ask anybody else's name. I want to be disappointed.
Benjamin and Julian.
There you go, Julian. Hold on. Julian? Julian with the fabulous hair?
Yeah.
Awesome. Everybody, good sit. Now look. If every time he walks up to Oliver, you say, good Oliver, good Oliver. Dad got it. I saw it. I still had the camera on him. I saw the moment you hit you. You say, where's Oliver? Dude, he's going to go grab Oliver. You can tell Oliver, go hide. And then bring the dog in and say, hey, where's Oliver? Dude, he's going to go look for him. What a blessing to have a dog that can find you. I found him. Do you understand the power of the good word theory? You acknowledge. Dogs, like children, thrive in a large community of acknowledgement and affection. Is he going to be allowed to do that?
No.
So he's not going to be allowed in the conscious? There you go. Now, I know you said no answering my question. You didn't say no. Now,
No, I said no, he's not allowed to do that.
yes, sir. That's what I said. You said no answering my question. Good job. And may I tell you, the only mistake that I would have done here is when you walked over, he knew you were going to bump him. He stopped. I would have still plowed through him. Heck yeah.
Okay.
You got to make it happen. If he makes the mistake, you make it happen. Now, shoes, okay? Now, number 1, first and foremost, when he's hanging out here, guys, you guys are failing because he doesn't have anything to stimulate himself with, right? Good job, Mom. Perfect. That was perfect. And look, he's not afraid of you or anything. Not at all.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, but listen, but that's going to, good sit. Good sit. Now pet him under the chin, please.
Under the chin.
Under the chin. Now, I'm going to go over this really fast. So, do you know why it's important to pet him under the chin? You never want to pet your dog on top of the head. Number 1, it's kind of like the kids, yeah, like when they go visit grandma and grandpa, like let's say if grandma scratches the top of their head, they're like, man, you're really growing, Oliver. Or messing up Julian's beautiful hair, yeah, by putting the top of it. They don't like it. Same thing with the dog. Moreover, it teaches the dog that when you talk to them, you don't want them to look at you. We don't want that. So I'm hardcore with it. If this dog came with me for training, I would only pet him under the chin. Moreover, I would only pet him under the chin while he's making eye contact with me. If he breaks eye contact with me, I tell you, I stop petting him. I keep it high, my value high. If he's not looking at you and you're petting him, now you're rewarding the fact that he's not looking at you. You're also lowering the value. It's like trying to give a hug and a kiss to your kid when they don't want it. You know, yeah, there you go. Move out of the way. So don't. There you go. That's perfect, Mom. You did that perfectly. Now, may I tell you, this is the way you handled that was beautiful. Now, the next thing that you got to do to make this work, though, is he needs to have. Now, let me show you. So watch how I'm going. Now, watch how I'm going to do this. Look, I'm just going to step in. Look, I'm going to step in all the way. See what I did?
Okay, move him.
Move him. No. The first time you did it right.
Okay.
I would have left him there, just like you did everything perfect. I said perfect. Remember?
Okay.
Now, but he went necio. You know what that means? Hard-headed.
Yeah.
Went back at it.
Right.
So that's why I took the extra step.
Okay.
You see what I mean? I treat that as if that's my food.
Okay.
Now, so listen, please. Tomorrow, you guys need to go and get him 5 different things to chew on. Because we're making a huge mistake by... Listen, this dog is super well behaved. He's not messing anything up really, considering the fact. And he's doing this because he's teething. I feel bad for him that I'm having to do this.
Yeah.
So listen, you guys need to get him 5 different things to chew on. So I'm going to give you 5 examples. Get a bully stick. Get a bag of pig ears, several, because the pig ears won't last long. Get a cow hoof. The cow hoof is going to... Good job, Dad. The cow hoof... We're both going there. Both play bumper cars. Yeah, Dad's on point. Yeah, good dad. Yeah. Good. There you go. So again, a bully stick. Pig ears. And I'll text it to you. Put pig ears.
Walking that way?
So listen, yeah. So the right thing to do is... Let me show you. May I walk back there? So watch how I'm going to do this. We don't want him over here. It's okay, though. We don't want him over here. Yes? So look, grab him by the back of the neck. So look, he's got this here. And then look. Okay, good. Go ahead and grab him, Dad, when he comes close. He's not gonna run from you like, see, thing, come here is a negative. Now pick him up. There you go. Perfect, just like that. Now grab by the neck, just like you do. Now walk him. Good, and start chanting the word good.
Good.
You're doing perfect, Dad. Awesome, man. Look at that. He's not even scared of you. Now keep in mind, with me, he's tripping because it'd be like if I was reaching for your kids, dude. They're gonna back up, right? It's crazy. So and man, I tell you, it sucks that I did that right now, okay? Because it's not my place. Now, if he knew me already, it'd be my place, but it's not my place right now. So if he's not allowed back there, okay? Every time he walks past that threshold, one of you has to be on it. Run over there, and you're going to grab him by the back of the neck. Don't scare him. Don't act like you're going to tackle him. Just very matter of fact, come up to him, grab him by the back of the neck, and start chanting the word good as you pull him back outside of that doorway. Okay. Every time. In about 3 or 4 days, I'll talk to you when you've done this for about 3 or 4 days, and he understands. He doesn't know that you want that off limits. He'll learn it. And may I tell you, he's going over there proving my point that he needs 5 things to chew on. Because he went in there to get something to play with. Bless his heart. Okay? Oh, Spider-Man. So this is what we got to do, yes? Remember, a bully stick. A bully stick, one will work for a couple of weeks. Pig ears. So pig ears aren't going to last very long, so you need multiples. A cow hoof. That's going to last a while. And then...
Big, thick ones like they're...
Yeah, like a cow's hoof. Okay, get one of those, yes? And then esophagus, like a turkey foot, a pig snout. So get different animal byproducts. Okay. And he needs to have those available to him out here whenever he's hanging out. Now, those type of products, those type of items are edibles. They're chew toys. So those are going to encourage and promote good sit, calm, chill behavior. Now look, right here, look what I would do. You don't want to plow into him there. See how I'm... But listen, man, I tell you, if this was a golden doodle, then you wouldn't have to be as physical. But you're going to have to be physical with him. I promise you. He's going to respect physicality. So you see how I was physical over here? See how I was physical here? See how you were physical there? You're not being mean to him. Man, listen, when you brought him out here, when you pulled him by the neck out here, he came out here wagging his tail, dude. Happy, yeah. Good stuff, all right? Okay, so now again, as I was saying, he needs to have those 5 different things to chew on in here. I don't see any balls or toys for him either. Okay, so let me tell you. So that's how cute, man. Listen, what a beautiful home, by the way. It's like, I feel like I'm in here filming for a magazine cover, yeah, for a home spread. So there's some toys there. That's awesome. But may I tell you, any toys that promote physical activity, like a ball, a tug toy, a rope, any toy that promotes physical engagement, I think it's a mistake having it in here. Okay. No different than the children. Let's say that one of them wants to play volleyball. Are you gonna let them practice volleyball inside the house? No. If you buy them a baseball, is it understood that they're gonna toss it around in here? No, of course, no, not in here, outside. Time and place. Yeah. You know how many people, even trainers, make that mistake? Did they got a puppy like this and they're throwing a baseball for the dog in here? Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's
have the rope, have the
So look what your husband's doing.
Yeah.
He's inadvertently making a wild dog inside the house.
Okay.
Okay.
No different than if you brought home a glove and a couple of a baseball and a couple of gloves and you and your boy were over here tossing the ball here. That's how, in my opinion, how ridiculous that is. So those type of toys, he needs them, but may I tell you, they need to be outside.
Okay.
So
And
toys inside and
exactly, because the edibles, you have the chew toys, and I used to call them chew toys, man, but now people call chew toys everything.
Yeah.
So something that cannot be destroyed or eaten, in my opinion, is a toy. It's a play toy. That should be outside.
Okay.
So things that he can destroy and eat, edibles, should be in here. And if he has a chew toy, a plastic toy that he likes to chew on, that's also a chew toy, and it can be in here.
Okay.
But if you're giving him a plastic chew toy and he's chewing on it and he's throwing it up in the air, he's playing with it.
Yeah.
That's not the kind of toy you want in here.
Be outside of play.
Now, so giving him those edibles is going to be kind of like giving your kid a video game system or a book, an iPad.
Okay.
If you give him a pig ear, listen, if I came over and I gave him a pig ear right now, and I don't like doing this on purpose because he won't be around. He's gonna go find a little corner and chill and chew on it. I'll get no footage. So do you see why you want that?
Okay.
So these edibles are going to promote a sedentary behavior pattern inside the house. This is why I wanted to come out to you. Because remember how I told you, well, the advice that I'm going to give you is going to make more of an impact tomorrow than it will 2 weeks from now. Can you imagine if you would have waited until after Christmas and I come out here and this whole time you've been tugging with him and here you're throwing the ball around. There you go, just not realizing, man, you're over here. And next thing you know, you're like, man, he's so hyper inside my house. In a month when he's bigger, you're going to be like, we need to get this dog trained. He's hyper inside. And you don't realize that you're the culprit. I hope everybody plays with it, but you know what I mean? Everybody's been teaching him that.
Yeah.
Not me. Dude, you got to play outside. Now, do you need to play with him outside? Yes, you do. With this dog, because he's a Presa, you need to get a long line. Get you a line that's like cloth, that's like 30 or 50 feet. They're pretty cheap. And you need to start taking him and doing physical activity, play, tug of war, ball and stuff in your front yard, man. That way he starts getting, not socialized, desensitized to people, okay? Desensitized. And you see how I'm not yelling at him. I'm not mad at him. He's not doing anything wrong. He doesn't know any better.
Right.
But you need to play tug of war ball. Do what you got to do. You need to play tug of war to the ball. Whatever you need to do, that needs to happen outside. And the reason I'm saying get a long 50-foot line is so he can't escape.
Now that training is done, we're gonna go have some real fun. Break. Good girl. That was a good downstay. That was a good downstay.
Okay.
And just let the leash drag on the ground. But please spend time with him outdoors so he gets desensitized to people bike riding. And if somebody comes by, your neighbor says, "What a beautiful puppy," and he looks at them and he growls at them, dude, and he comes and gets between your legs, you shove him away from you. Or moreover, say, you think shove him away from you. That's not. If you're scared, then yes, allow it. But if you're not scared, what's going on? Don't do it. Moreover, if they're willing and you're willing, hand them the leash and say, "Oh, he loves people. Hey, will you help me with something? I'm doing very specialized training with him." A dog like that, you're gonna have to fight people off. You might have to fight them to get him back. He's adorable. You know what I mean? So you just hand them the leash. I do this.
It's not risky, like shoving them, like he won't attack.
Well, no, and if I mean, look how little he is right now. If he attacks, you can handle him right now. So what I mean by shoving him is move him away, make him go into an area that he's uncomfortable.
Okay.
Remember, like I said, if he comes up to you right now and sizes me up, push him forward. It'd even be better for you to hand that person the leash.
Okay.
Say, "Hey, look, I'm doing very specialized training with him. So I need him to like people. I need him to be comfortable with people. Do you mind, like, if I hand you the leash and just like maybe just walk him 10 or 5 feet and have them walk away? And even if he's reluctant and struggling, make them do it. I asked them to do it. That's what's going to benefit the most. So if and when he ever comes with me for boarding, that's where you're going to benefit. That's what people don't understand. Is because when customers come over for classes and stuff, other people are going to handle him. I do that with my guard dogs. Oh, you all right? Okay, good job. Do you understand what I mean? Oh, and look, Dad went to go handle it. Look at that. Good. Good. There you go. Good job, Dad. Man, you handled that like a champ. He's heavy, huh? You got to do good sit. And look, man, so he's looking at you like thinking, man, what's going on? How come he doesn't want me over there? If you would have gone over there and started yelling no or grabbing him, bringing him in here, all he's worried about now is, why are you so hot-headed? So right now you're teaching him. Now, in 2 weeks of you doing this over and over, if he's still doing it, now you're ready to potentially punish him if you want to. But right now, may I tell you, it's too early to punish him. He doesn't know any better. He's ignorant. He needs to learn. Now, biting the kids, I haven't seen that much play biting, okay? So let's say that he goes and he's play biting on the kids. It's up to you guys whether you want the kids to do this or not. But look, you see what he's doing there? Man, I'm going to show you, okay? Now, you guys are going to do this. If he puts his mouth on anything like this or play bites the kids, it's okay for you to give him a little swat underneath the chin, like that. So look.
Okay.
It's not going to scare him or hurt him. I do this with my guard dogs. Now, you might need to put a little more stank into that pop, all right? Yeah. So let's say that he comes up to you and he nibbles on you. So then you reach over and you give him a swat underneath the chin. And then he does it again a little bit sharper. Then you're going to need to come back with a little more pop, a little firmer, just to make him understand it's not acceptable. Now, when I do this, you don't yell. You're not mad. This dog cannot do anything but make you happy. Keep that in mind. So if he's suspicious of somebody where he shouldn't be, push him away, force him through the situation at the moment. Okay? If he does anything, like starts peeing in the house, don't yell at him. Bump into him. And then pick him up and put him in the kennel. Don't put him outside. Bump into him, pick him up, put him in the kennel. Don't yell, don't say the word no. Stop using the word no for now.
Okay.
There's a chance he might think his name is No.
Okay.
All right? You got to be careful. All right? You know, when you said to me, he knows what the word no means already. I'm thinking, ooh, he might think that's a nickname. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had some nicknames growing up. Yeah, sometimes I piss my parents off. They call me a name. Yeah, so that's kind of what he might think. All right, it's good, good, good. And see how there he looked at me, and I said good, good, good because he looked at me. If he happens to make eye contact with you, we say good look. If he sits, you say good sit. If he lays down, you say good down. Remember, if he walks up to one of your children, if you say good in that child's name, he understands who you're talking about. Remember the good word theory. Okay. So again, he needs those edibles, and again, you're very like that Jeep right there. Is that okay for him to have? No. So that no, yeah, there you go. Now walk into him instead, Dad, and make him leave it alone. Listen, if you can't prevent this dog from grabbing that Jeep, we have a problem. Will you pick it up for me, please? And that's so we can use an example. Good sit. Now set it down right there, please. Now look, all I want you to do, we don't need to, so if you're standing here, Dad, and you're standing there and you're just staring him down like this, it's obvious you don't want him to touch it. You're almost saying like, I dare you. He's not going to learn. But if you just set it down like that and we just pretend like we're ignoring it, if every time, there you go, Dad. Good. Now the only thing was that timing. See, I would have just come up, pow, quick. So when you hesitated and stopped, whatever thought he had, you punished.
He stopped.
And you punished. So he thought, man, I love that man. And then you went, pow. So you see what I mean? Dude, your timing. It should have been smooth. Bam. Right. So you catch it. You know what I mean? But good job. Good on you. But look how he's already understanding.
Oh.
Now, if he comes over here by this toy, we'll ignore it. But if he gets near it, Dad, you come and you herd him away, yes? Okay. So look, you're like, there, look. Pobrecito, I feel bad for him. Because he just needs toys. He needs edibles. Please, get him some edibles. If it wasn't so late, I'd say, go now, right? He needs some. And the bulldog outside needs some too, please. Yeah. Other thing that you need to do, if he doesn't spend any time outside right now, you need to force him outside. And let me tell you something, for the bulldog as well. Get yourself some frozen, like, you know, today at Walmart, I bought a 10-pound bag, I think. It might be 20 pounds, big bag of chicken thigh leg quarters for $4. Not even on sale. It's $4. So I buy that bag, I get that bag, yeah, and I'll wrap each individual thigh, and they're big, so I can freeze them. The reason I wrap them is because if they freeze together, as you know, they're gonna get stuck. Yeah. Good sit. So what I do is I'll take one out, and like, it would be a blessing. Give the bulldog one and give him one. Make sure they can't get to one another, but outside. That way he stays outside, and he's gonna be chewing on that raw chicken thigh leg quarter. That's gonna make his head massive. His jaws are gonna be gigantic. He's gonna have so much.
What is that again?
Chicken thigh leg quarters. Like for humans. A 10-pound bag is only like $4. Yeah. It could be beef, it could be pork, chicken. It cannot be pork. Pork was dangerous. Okay. But he's a dog. He can eat it raw. Okay. So give him that. Like the other day I was at HEB and they had these beef finger ribs. Man, it was about to expire, I think, the next day. So it was $3 for like 7 beef ribs. I bought the whole thing, cut them up, and gave all the dogs one. A chicken bone and a beef bone, as you know, when they're raw, they flex, they bend, and they yield. It's when they're cooked that they're dangerous. Because when they cook, they splinter. Okay. And that can cause a problem. And you obviously don't want to give him one of those inside here because then you're going to get bacteria and everybody's going to get salmonella or something.
Right.
Right? Good. But look how he's calming down. If he had edibles right now, he would be making that decision. Now, really quickly, if he walks up to one of his pig ears, one of his edibles, and starts to chew on it, the right thing to do is to look at him and say, good.
Okay.
And let him know, yes, that's yours.
Okay.
So start encouraging and acknowledging him. Another thing is if he starts to chew on something or jump on the couch, when I walk and I interrupt him, I try not to look at him. Boom, I just walk past him like I'm a robot.
Okay.
Okay? So we need to do those things. The most important thing, again, is the aversion and how to deal with him being a little averse with people. So again, get him a long line and start playing tug of war and different games out there. Fetch with him outside in the yard and encourage any interaction and stop anytime he's having...
Should have waited. I ordered a 15 just yesterday when I called you. I ordered that prong and the 15.
Oh, yeah, no. Listen, you don't want to use a prong collar with this dog.
No.
Not,
Well, I got
unless...
a medium because I know my bulldog.
Good job, man. Good job.
He's a
Perfect.
knucklehead.
Okay.
So I got a medium. I don't think it's gonna fit him, but I got it just in when he gets older.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Having trouble.
Yeah. The reason, and the bulldog might be fine, but with him, I would hold off because listen, if he has a prong collar on him and he's acting and he behaves the way he behaved when he met me, you're gonna make him aggressive.
Okay.
Because he's gonna feel like those bites are coming from me.
Yeah.
And it's gonna piss him off.
Okay.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I got it.
So with him, we gotta maybe start with a choke chain or something.
Okay.
Yes. With him, you gotta start off with a choke chain or something like that.
P, not the nine.
Exactly. He needs one of those because listen, the choke chain, if he starts to get hot and you apply pressure, it's kind of like making him tap out in the UFC.
Okay.
You see what I mean? You know, making him tap out. Whereas that choke chain's not, good job, mom. That choke chain's not, that prong collar is going to make him get pumped up. And like there, good sit, stay, because he's holding ground. Listen, he's doing really fantastic considering he doesn't have any edibles. He just needs some edibles, please. Okay? And again, giving him edibles outside and making him spend time outside so he's independent is extremely important. Of course, all of them do. Good job, Dad. Perfect, Dad. Man, you handled that beautifully. Okay, that's a problem. Because when he's 130 pounds, he's bigger than that bulldog, and he's out there crying, he's hitting those. You have a lot of glass here. Yeah. You have a problem. Put him out there and give him that chicken, and he's gonna leave you alone. Okay. You put him out there, you give him that chicken thigh leg quarter, it's frozen. Oh, he's gonna have a blast. Okay. The other thing is, guys, from now on, really quickly about house training. You guys are doing a good job house training wise. It's a blessing. He's a Presa, he's clean. But you're going to do much better. From now on, he needs to only have water outside, directly outside of the door he needs to use for potty breaks. Okay. So good sit. Every time he gets thirsty, he's gonna go to the door for water. When he goes outside, he needs to go ahead and use the restroom. So every time he's gonna drink water here, we're technically making a mistake because if the water was outside, guess what he would do? Take a walk, guys. Go to the door. Mm-hmm. So you increase the likelihood of him going to the door to go outside.
And the food too should be outside.
The food, he needs to be fed in his kennel.
Oh.
And like I would be feeding him like twice a day, and he needs to be fed in his kennel, and I wouldn't even use a bowl. I'd just pour the food in there. That's going to help encourage him keep it clean. Then I'd also get Parmesan cheese or queso cotija.
Yeah.
Right? And then Parmesan cheese. And then once a day when he's outside in the yard and he's unsuspecting, I would go in that kennel and I would sprinkle Parmesan cheese on the floor of that kennel so that when he goes in there, it'll lure him in there, number one. And when he goes in there, he's going to lick that kennel floor clean, and that's going to encourage him to keep it clean. He's not going to want to pee or poop where he's eating. I would 15 minutes, and whatever he doesn't eat, either put back in the thing or set the bowl aside until later on for the second feeding, okay? And the other thing I would do, guys, and this might mess up your routine though, is if he was my dog, I would add a dollop of yogurt to his meal. That's going to help the probiotics, are going to help digestion. I would do that. But then if you do that, you won't be able to save the food, whatever he doesn't eat. Oh. Okay? So yeah, because it'll get bacteria, it'll get bad, it'll go bad, okay? I do give my dogs people food every day. So like whatever I have for dinner, yeah, whatever. Look, good job. Let's see how we're gonna handle it. So watch how I'm gonna go ahead, watch. Look, this is good. Look. He dropped it. You see? Good. And when he dropped it, I would say the word good. So look, that gave me goosebumps. So that's a sign of him understanding. Now look, now I'm going to pick it up. When he dropped it, I messed up because I said he dropped it. I should have said the word good. But look, he's nervous about me, okay? So this is a little bit irrational because there's really no reason to be nervous, but keep in mind, man, I done grabbed him, I done popped him under the chin, unfortunately. Yeah. So can't blame him, okay? But look, you see what he's doing, Mom? There you go. Mom, may I have you go step back there, please? That's the right thing to do. So see, everything you did right there, inadvertently, you're encouraging the fact that he's nervous about me. Are you nervous about me? Be honest.
No.
Are you? I don't think the kids are either. So the dog shouldn't be either. you see what I mean? So you standing there reaffirms that. So you walking away from him makes it obvious that that he's alone in that thought.
So you just leave him there.
Walk away from him. Do you see what I mean? Because again, this dog is going to be too big, and he's brave. You know, I'm just going to use the word, he's a little punked out by me now because of what I've done, yes? But he's brave. Initially, he's walking up to me, he's bold, he's staring me down. So that's the way you handle that.
Okay.
And he's smart. Look, he went back around the corner and see if that little truck was still there, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, smart dog, yeah? Nephew, yeah? So then you go and you just go bug him, all right? Good. For now, don't use the prong collar. Just use a standard leash, okay? Good. Good. Come here, Papa. How que guapo. Man, what a beautiful dog. Do you have any questions about that? Good sit. And may I show you something? So watch this really fast. So this is how I would teach him to stay. You see how he's staying put right now? Now, it's going to be different because he loves you. But look, I would say, good stay, Bronson. And look how I'm moving already. Good stay, Bronson. Good stay, Bronson. Good stay, Bronson. So handsome. Good stay, Bronson. Good stay, Bronson. Good stay, Bronson. Good stay. Good stay. And the moment he starts to move, I stop talking to him. So that's just using the good word theory. But you see how he has aversion. He got nervous about me. I'm praising him and he's like, oh my God, like getting a little nervous. But if you're doing that, he's not going to get nervous. So what I was trying to illustrate there was the entire time that he's sitting and not moving, I start looking at him and I start putting on a play, a performance. Good stay, Bronze. And I start moving around. Good stay. And the moment the dog gets up, I stop and I ignore them. I turn off. Do you see what I'm talking about? That's a very important technique to use because he needs to learn to be still. Eventually it'll get to the point where he'll understand that you like the fact that he's holding his ground. So then you maybe pick up a ball or something and roll the ball. And if he doesn't move, you say, good stay, Bronson. Now, if you pick up the ball and you roll the ball and he gets up and goes, grabs it, you just go about your business. And when he brings it to you, ignore him. So basically it's like performing for the dog. The dog starts to do something, the dog sits or lays down and looks at you, start telling the dog good stay, play peekaboo, do whatever it takes to make the dog move. And the moment the dog moves, you go cold. He's gonna learn to stay still. He's gonna learn to be still. And listen, this has a practical application in nature, okay? Because in nature, if he was with his mom and him, yes, still, and they were hunting, if he lunged and jumped at the very first deer that walked past him, nobody's gonna eat. Because that's the strong, powerful one, all right? But if he learns to be still, and his mom and dad would teach him this, they're gonna be rough with him to teach him this. They're gonna be pissed at him. But if he learns to be still, and he could sit, and he's chilling, and he's laying in wait, and the first 3 deers come by and he ignores them, and then the last elderly or young one comes, because they're always lagging a little behind, guess what happens? That's when they attack. And they get to eat. So what I'm telling you is no different than what his mom would be doing. If his mom was teaching him to hunt, whenever he'd go prone and go inside the grass, she'd look at him and wag her tail in a fashion that would be very similar to the way I'm using the word good. I'm telling you the truth. And he would see that tail wag and the nuance of that tail wag. Good sit, good. So look there, Dad, when you reached over, if you would have reached over to pet him, he would have sat down. Oh. Right? No, not that you did anything wrong. You did everything right, by the way. I'm just saying how it was about to happen there for you. Okay? So look, good look at him. Good sit. Good sit. Look at that. He understands. So instead of, you see what I'm talking about? I don't want you to boss him around. I'm trying to create harmony here. If he looks at you, say good luck. Beautiful, huh? So do you understand what I'm saying about the stay? Yes? His mom would be wagging her tail in a way that it to him would be like if she was saying good stay, and he would realize, oh, mom wants me to stay put. And then he would realize, oh, she's jumping on this one. And that's when he would start moving. That's what you need to do. That's how you're going to teach this dog to stay. That's how you're going to raise him properly, by using the good word theory. It's the most important thing. This is why I was in such a hurry to come out here, right? Because again, look at the differences that it's going to make now that you understand what I'm telling you. In 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you still would have that problem about him going in and out there. You're not going to have it anymore if you handle it the way I'm telling you. Now, if Dad is the only way handling it that way, then when Dad's at work, he's not going to be like that with you. But if you handle it like that, when Dad's not here, he's going to be like that with you. Julian handles it like that, he's going to be like that with Julian. Look, there you go. Get to it. Not angry or nothing, yeah? Very matter of fact. No need to say the word no or anything. I'm behind you.
Good.
Good, good, good. And don't say come. Good, good, good. And the reason you're saying good is not because he went over there. You're saying good because he's not fighting you. If when you went to go grab him, dude, if you started fighting you, I would have given you different advice. No different than with the children. Let's say the child, they go in this room, yeah? You're like, hey, why'd you go in there? I closed that door. I told you not to go in there. And he walks in there. If you go grab him, even if you have to go grab him by the hand and you have to drag him out, if he lit into you, you're going to have a problem. Same thing with the dog, yeah? You know what I mean? You're going to be like, hey, man. No, right? Same thing. Good stay, papa. Good stay. Good look. So look. Good stay, papa. And look how I'm going up and down. Good stay, mi amor. Ooh, look. Good stay. Good stay. I'm going to come and open this door. And look. I'm over it. He messed up. He basically just pooped on the plate. Good sit. If he wouldn't have moved, I would have started getting happy. Good stay. Oh my God. Okay, what?
Yeah.
And he would be looking at me like, oh man, this guy's crazy. Do you know what I mean? He performs for me. That's what we need to do, yes? Any questions about that?
I don't want to mix him up because the kids, they play with him a lot.
That's
and,
cool.
They're kids, they rough with
In here?
him, and he's rough with
Yeah.
them as a playful. You can always tell they're playful, man. How do I get him not confused to where, let's say they want to pet him and pet him wildly, to where, you know, I'm over here trying to train,
Yeah.
and then still show him some love by petting him in the back.
Well, I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry about. Are you okay? I think he's okay. I wouldn't worry about how they. The only thing I would worry about is how he handles them. Yeah. So when he's wrestling and if they're wrestling with him and play biting him, good job, Dad. If he bites at them too hard, you need to come through with the underhand swat.
Okay.
But as far as if time and play, so if they're playing with him, it's better for them to play with him than for it is for you to train him. Okay. Keep in mind that right now, more than training, he needs conditioning. This is what I'm here to show you guys, how to condition him, how to raise him, how to condition him. Do you see what I mean? So the main thing I would focus on when the boys are playing with him is that he doesn't get too rough. Because his natural desires, man, are going to be to put them in their place, even when they're playing. So right now, he'd be going through what is called bite inhibition with his mom and then his litter mates, which he's not going through, obviously, because he's here. Okay?
Well, he gets into it with my bulldog, so...
Well, so that would be good, but his... Yeah, so that... Yes, sir, that is true. But his mom would lay into him. Okay. His mom would correct the hell out of him. Yeah. Like, he'd be bitter too hard and stuff.
My
So you guys have to be...
Lets it happen.
That's awesome, dude.
So
just loving, huh? How old is the bulldog?
3.
3 years old? All right. Good water, Papa. Good water.
So when he's coming towards me, what do you say?
Start chanting the word good. Good. And out there, you know, when you said come to him, the problem with that was I'm not telling you to say good because he's following you and he's not technically coming with you. I'm saying good because he's not fighting you.
Okay.
And he's yielding to you. He's allowing you to move him. It's a big deal for a dog. Okay. Naturally, dude, another dog does that. Let me tell you, if one of his litter mates try to do that to them, they're going to get it. They're going to catch it. And you didn't catch it. He's like, yes, Dad. You know what I mean? He went with you, yeah? So that's why I was saying the good word. Drinks water, good water. And good. Good, come here. Good, come here. Handsome. So look, good, come here. Good. And look, good. Look, I held him. Good. Look. Good. Good sitting. Que guapo. I let him go. I was grabbing him. I was grabbing the bottom of his lip like this because I knew he was going to back up. Good. How handsome. That's the right way to handle it. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm trying to love him. I'm trying to give him some affection. He came up to me. And you see how he cried and everything still because he got scared. In the future, that can turn into a bite. Yeah. Unless it's handled the way I'm telling you, which will be the right way. Yes? And I'm here for you. If you guys have any questions, you can text me and ask me, and I'm going to help you. Right? And for sure, if anybody out there, if you have a dog and you have any questions, if you ask me in the comment section, I'm going to get back to you and help you as soon as I possibly can. A dog like this is an exciting opportunity and adventure. And man, I tell you, man, this is one of the most beautiful presses I've ever met. There's something about, man, his socks, his chest. When I saw him, man, I'm like, oh my God. The heavens opened up, yeah? What a blessing. All right, any other questions, guys?
No.
So
awesome.
He's not going to get too big for our house.
Oh, no. No, he's going to be big. He's going to be big.
I went out on Facebook and I posted, because I know he's going to be big.
Yeah, people.
And I'm trying to figure out, like, where they keep him inside or outside.
Yeah.
We like our dogs inside.
They are, yeah. He will be. He'll be a good inside dog for you, right? He's going to be a good, if you follow my theories and the laws, he's going to be a fantastic house pet for you. Okay? Good. Awesome, huh? Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, good sit. please do subscribe. Paul the bell so you'll be notified when we upload more videos. Got a lot of content coming. Hopefully we have more videos of him when he's full grown. You'll get to see it, yes? Bless you all. Thank you so much for watching. Good.
Now let us go into the silence.